The Democrats have been attempting to erode the credibility of the Trump administration by promoting the narrative that Trump only won because of interference by the Russian government. While Democrats in Congress and the media have not yet produced substantial evidence of collusion between Russia and Trump, GOP Congressman Steve King has shed light on President Obama's interference in the Macedonian elections. Obama funneled millions of dollars into Macedonia to fund left-wing George Soros-sponsored groups. President Obama used his office and public money to push his preferred type of progressive socialism in the small Balkan country. The public funds, channeled through the government agency USAID, were even used to translate Saul Alinsky's infamous leftist work Rules for Radicals. King stated, "I learned that the United States government, borrowing money from China and Saudi Arabia, had handed over at least $5 million in contracts transferred through USAID into George Soros organizations that were used to manipulate elections in the Balkans. And that's just particularly Macedonia, not including the neighboring countries that are there." Congressman King described how Alinsky's book was used as a basis for undermining Macedonia's conservative ruling party, and some of that money was used to translate Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals into Macedonian to distribute the book, and the Rules for Radicals and actions of radicals were manifested in the election efforts in that part of the world. Obama's election interference expenditures in Macedonia, which have reached $5 million so far. A total of $9.5 million up to the year 2021 has been earmarked by the U.S. State Department specifically for this purpose. In Macedonia, USAID has been working hand-in-hand with George Soros's Open Society Foundation. Obama's Macedonian policies were aimed at defeating the center-right government, a pro-life, low-tax administration that is one of the most conservative in Europe. Much of the money has gone to news outlets supporting the leftist Social Democratic Union of Macedonia, SDSM. Members of this party, who donned Soros Army t-shirts, took to Macedonia streets to throw rocks at police guarding the conservative Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization, VMRO, headquarters. Although VMRO managed to win a plurality of the vote in the 2016 parliamentary elections, SDSM formed a coalition with the left-of-center Albanian DUI party to claim a majority in parliament. The DUI aims to completely reshape Macedonia by making Albanian the official language and changing the country's flag and national anthem. This is not the first case of election meddling for either Obama or Soros. The American Spectator detailed President Obama's extensive involvement in foreign elections, including fueling State Department grants to Israeli groups that opposed Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. In another case, Obama threatened Honduras after they legitimately removed their Hugo Chavez-allied president who had illegally tried to make himself a lifetime ruler. George Soros has played a massive role in European and American politics for decades. Most recently, Soros has been funding anti-Trump groups in America. Obama not only worked to entrench far-left socialism in the U.S., but abroad as well. Many of his programs to manipulate foreign elections are still in place. It now falls on President Trump to put an end to the Obama era.